So this is a bit of a funny story. Yesterday, I already created a video for Uncharted Journey. Some of you guys may have even saw it. But basically, I was giving a few tips on how to increase your max stamina so that eventually you can actually finish the stage with, let's say, 1k stamina and also 4k cash. And obviously, that can collect you lots of gems in the achievement. However, just after I posted the video, I guess YouTube algorithm started working and then started recommending me related content. And then I saw a video which hasn't gotten many views, but I click onto it and damn, there was a easier way to cheat through the stages, so much easier. And you guys can see what I have right now. I already managed to get 13k stamina and also 100k cash, so it's absolutely crazy. Now obviously I didn't come up with this, so all the shout out and all of the credit go to Lunaco Plays for both creating this and also sharing it with everyone out there. The video still hasn't picked up many views, so I decided, you know what, let me also advocate it. But like I said, all of the credit and all of the shout out goes to him, not me. Okay, I just want to spread the word out so that you guys can also take advantage of this while you can to get as many of those gems from the achievement as possible. It will take a bit of time, but hopefully you guys only have to do it once, and it's definitely going to be worth it to get all of those nice earned gems. So let's get straight to the topic. What is exactly the strategy or cheat that allows you to essentially farm infinite amount of stamina and also infinite amount of cash? So basically what you to look for is that in the earlier floors, when the stamina cost for exploring a room is still very low, you want to click on every single room and you're looking for essentially just one particular asset. And the asset you want to look for is going to be this one here. The asset you want is going to be this one where you can spend cash to refresh assets and also consumables sold at trade points. Okay, in case you don't know what trade points are, this is the trade points. Okay, and essentially allow you to have this option where you can spend, I believe when you first get it is you have to spend 20 cash in order to actually refresh it. But once you actually upgrade it, which as you guys can see, let me show you again. Once you upgrade it, you are then able to, it says cost significantly less cash. Yes, it's kind of half, it goes from 20 to 10, but even if you have it at 20 per refresh, it's still going to be fine because you can essentially farm infinite amount of cash anyway. So as long as you get it, even if you don't upgrade it, it's absolutely fine. Now what you're going to do is that you'll be keep on refreshing your consumables till you see essentially just 4 particular consumables that you want to buy, and the 4 are going to be this 4. Okay, the number 1 is going to be lose all of your cash. For every single 10 cash loss, you're going to gain 1 max stamina. Then the next one is going to be fully restore your stamina. Then the third one is going to be lose 50% of your current stamina, and then for every 1 stamina loss, you're going to gain 2 cash. And then the fourth one you want to look for is increasing the usage count. Now to be honest, this one you don't actually need, but you can actually use this and then basically purchase it and then use it to actually increase the usage on one of your other ones. And basically that can just save you a bit of time rather than trying to refresh all the time, looking for just 3 assets. Now you can refresh to look for 4 assets and it still does the same amount of job. So just make it slightly quicker for you. Now, once you have your 3 consumables ready to use, you have to remember there's one particular order you have to do, which is going to be this one. You want to make sure that before you lose all of your cash, you always save one which can convert your stamina back onto cash, okay? Because remember, to actually refresh this trade point infinitely, it requires cash. Even though it's very little, only 10, you still require cash. However, if you just use this one, you will actually end up losing all of your cash, which is not what you want. So before you use this one, always make sure you have another one which is saved up, which can allow you to convert your stamina back onto cash, okay? Now, normally the way you want to do it is that if you're already on full stamina, then you start off with losing 50% of your stamina. Now you can see here, I didn't actually lose 50%, I lost a bit less, purely because I also have some assets which I think allow me to regen my stamina when I use consumables, etc. And because of this reason, I know I still have a few more stamina to use. I can use it again. And now if you just take a look at how much cash I'm going to increase, I'm already sitting at 100k before. I use it once and I already increased by 13k. I will use it again. And then what's going to happen is that I will increase it a bit more. Obviously, the amount is going to be slightly smaller because my stamina went down. Now, at this point, what you're then going to do is that, remember, I only have one of those converting stamina to cash remaining. So I definitely want to save this one. And therefore, the next one I'm going to want to do is lose all of my cash in order to increase my stamina cap. So you can see here, I'm currently sitting at 120 20k cash. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna lose every single one of them. And then instead, I'm gonna jump. Look at my stamina cap. It initially went from like 13k all the way up to 25k, which is absolutely insane. Now, once you have done that, your cash is going to be completely gone, which is annoying. And also your stamina is likely going to be very low because you initially just dramatically increase your stamina cap. So what you're then going to do is fully restore your stamina back up to your full. And then you're going to use this and then lose your stamina back down. And then all of a sudden you're going to get 25k cash again. And now that you have cash again, you can then just keep on repeating again until you find or refresh the actual consumable that you want to use for you to essentially just rinse and repeat. Okay, so for example, I can see this one again, so I'm going to purchase this one. I'm going to now use it. So right now I'm at 25.3k cash and also like 15k stamina. I'm going to literally use it again, and then that will reduce my stamina down again, and then all of a sudden my cash went back out to 40. So it's actually very, very easy for you to both increase your stamina cap and also cash at the same time, and you literally just keep on repeating it. There's also one other asset that you can use, which is also going to be really, really helpful, especially if you're able to upgrade it, because it just makes it so much faster. And it's going to be this one, which is basically for every cash you gained, you're going to restore your stamina. So with this, you're essentially able to increase your cash and stamina at the same time without needing to worry about trying to get two different types of consumables to increase them separately.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I just spent like 10-15 minutes to get to 1 million cash and also 1 million stamina cap. Hopefully this is going to be enough to clear all of the achievement and get all of the gems. So let's just finish up the stages now. There will obviously still going to be an enemy at the end, but you can beat that very, very easily. So let me just quickly auto it. But yeah, let me take a look at how much gems I have right now as well, because I just want to see how much gem we can actually get from clearing all of the achievement. Bear in mind, I've already done quite a few of the first tier of the achievement, so I've probably already gotten like 500 or 600 gems from it. But let's take a look at how much we can get extra. So right now I'm at 5,930 gems. So if we go back to Uncharted Journeys and then clear this, so you guys can see we have those gems for clearing of them. If I click on that, that should basically get everything. Only 200. Oh, there's going to be more, so I can do this as well. So that's 400 total. And that's about it. Okay, so there's a few more for consuming stamina and cash. But I guess in total, you can basically get like 1k gems from just basically reaching your stamina cap limit and also your cash limit. Okay, and then afterwards it's all going down to consumption, which you can just gradually do this every single day as you play it.